Smith has it. Knicks down 3. Should the Bulls foul? No. Anthony for 3. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
Deflected. Carter goes back to get it. 3 seconds left. Carter with 2 seconds. Carter for the win. Got it! Vince Carter has done it! Nets win in overtime.
Williams will throw in. Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer as the Cavaliers have pulled it off the top of the third and won the record shot.
Yeah, boy, it's your man CWsapp, and we are here. We are ready to go with podcast 17. Yeah, I'm running with 17. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I don't care. We're going to say it's 17. So we're reaching that ever so beautiful goal of 20 podcasts. And when we reach that number, you guys know what happens, right? Not a damn thing. But that's okay, though. This time, I don't have any of my co-hosts with me, but that's okay. I got this. As usual, I have a guest with me. Let's get straight into that. We got my man, IzzySnow. Say what up to the people, man. Tell them who you are.
What's going on, TEC Nation? This is IzzySnow. How y'all doing? This is your NBA Live 14 Gamer of the Year
Hey.
slash YouTuber slash Twitchcaster, but not really. So
Slash all them things, right?
exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So listen, man, what we do here is we ask, I guess, a few regular questions because, we want to get to know them, but then we also ask a few random questions that might not really be related to much of anything. They just might come from the crazy mind of CWsapp. So, I wanted to make sure that's all right with you before we get into this.
Oh yeah, that's totally cool, man. I can be pretty candid, so it's all good.
Sounds good, man. So we're going to start with these basic get-to-know-you questions. Now, I saw some of your videos, and I saw that you were the live gamer of the year. And you already mentioned that. Can you tell us about that experience? Could you give us a little insight into that experience and what it took to get there and just a little bit about that?
You got a few minutes?
Yeah, shoot, man. I'm all ears.
All right. So basically, what happened was I was chosen randomly along with 7 other people. So it was like a bracket of 8 people. At least 5 of them, including myself, were YouTubers. I was the smallest YouTuber in there. And the 3 other people are just basically people that supported or supports EA and NBA Live, either through YouTube or Facebook, through forums. And so there was 8 of us that went up against each other. It was a voting system, as some of you might know, and most of you probably don't know. But it was a voting system. So it was basically like March Madness. So they pitted people against other people.
Okay.
And each week, it was 3 weeks of voting. And basically people, it was a voting system. And I was pretty much one of the biggest underdogs in there, considering if you want to put into factor, the number of YouTube subs I have. I don't have that many compared to the others. And I beat the odds and won, man. I had a lot of votes from friends and family. I mean, I had people voting from family from Australia, Philippines, and California. So people wonder hey, how did you win? That's crazy. You beat Tico, and you beat Air Jones, who's got 50,000 subs. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess family and friends over subs.
Hey, amen to that, man. See, and that just lets you know, as long as you got some loyal followers and loyal, people that'll be loyal to you, man. That's all it says. We all love an underdog, man. So I wish I knew about it then, because you definitely would have had my vote, man.
Yeah, and the way the voting system went is, I mean, I gotta admit, it was a little bit broken in my opinion, because you could literally just vote all day. So my wife and family were voting all day, during their lunch break, and I mean,
hey, man, that's what they're supposed to do, though.
right, exactly. And some of these haters, man, for some of these big YouTubers, oh, Flight should have won, and so should have won. Well, you should have voted then,
yeah,
son.
exactly. That's you know what? I'll never understand people that complain, but they don't want to do anything about it. But that's another topic for another day that we're going to have to talk about in the future.
Yep.
Okay, so. As me and you discussed earlier prior to the podcast, we had Prime on before NBA Live was released. And we're going to get into that a little bit later, too. But would you mind telling people about what the live stream team is, what you guys do, where you guys came from?
Yeah, the live stream, the stream team was actually created by me, and I have a couple of other people that were co-founders. One of them's no longer with us. I'm gonna give a shout out to him. Anyway, SMG, shout out to you, man. I told you could always come back as part of our stream team if you ever want to come back. But
That's love. That's love. That's
you know what I'm
what's up.
saying? So, and the other co-founder is Braylon. He does a lot of the NBA live montage. That dude has mad talent. But he's like me, man. He's got wife and kids, so he doesn't, the little bit of time he has, he'll, put some montages together. But the way he makes his montages is like with really like a lot of like care and love. And he for him it's more about quality and over quantity. But
Yeah.
anyway, so us three, we came up with the idea. I came up with it, and then SMG was like, yeah, B-Ray thought of the same thing too, making like a stream team channel, blah blah blah. And SMG was the one that thought about like making the Twitter account.
Okay.
So I mean, we started with that, added some people. Some people have come and gone, by either choice or by us letting them go for for inactivity. Because we asked people to be active. If you're gonna be part of the stream team, we need you to actually like stream. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole point of it, right?
Right, exactly. And so, like there's like right now there's 10 members. And I told them, look, I'll host the Saturday streams, because Saturday streams is usually our Skype stream, so I'm one of the few that have the actual setup and capability and computer and gadgets to actually be able to host, myself streaming the game and then having everyone in a Skype call. So I think it's unique. Like right now, we're doing a podcast through the software, but for me, it's like I can stream on Twitch and have everybody, like the team members, in a Skype call, and the people that are watching it, can hear them. So I think, in my opinion, it's unique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
That's basically what it is, man. So I mean, we're still growing. NBA Live is still not that popular in gaming. More people prefer the other game. But I mean, we're gonna stick to what we're doing, man, because for us, it's like it's a true love for the game. It's not a it's a little bit fanboyism, but like at least
I respect that. I respect that though.
Yeah, and the thing is like most of us, we actually play 2K also. So we're not just like, oh, we're not gonna play 2K because we only like NBA Live. We actually play both games. Some of us enjoy both games, but we just prefer live, man. It's for some of us it's a childhood thing, and for some of us it's it's just what they prefer. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and I mean preference. It should be all about preference, man. And like I said, I don't want to go too deep into that right now because we're gonna get into it after I ask these questions. But number 3, I went to your YouTube page and I saw that you play. I saw that you play a wide variety of games. Actually, outside of live, what is your favorite game?
Man, I mean, right now, man, I just tweeted about this yesterday, and I asked the question for YouTubers and Twitch casters, and my question was, do you ever feel like basically like obligated to either stream or record, and while you're playing games, and basically like I can't remember the exact words, I should pull up the tweet, but basically like does it take away from the fun of like the pure joy of just playing a game? Because like when you're a YouTuber and a Twitch caster, you're like, oh, I should stream this or I should record this. It's like it's not just like, oh, I should just play this game and enjoy it and not have to upload and render and edit and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So so for me, I've kind of recently not streamed as much or recorded as much, and I love it, man. I mean, no offense to anybody that does it. That's great, if you're trying to make a job out of it. But me, like right now, man, I'm just enjoying gaming. As you can see, like from my channel, I'm doing a lot of like benchmarks. I just upgraded my computer so I have a 4K monitor, man. So I'm playing games in 4K resolution like Shadow of Mordor. I just got the new Advanced Warfare.
How is that, by the way? I still haven't gotten it yet.
It's not bad, man. I mean, I'm just kind of messing around with like playing with bots because it's crazy, man. I went from like a super hardcore like Call of Duty guy with like a decent kill death ratio, like 2.5 or something, whatever. But like now, I just play with bots, man. I don't like playing with people anymore because people, man, just like they rage too much, dude. So
and it almost kind of takes away the enjoyment.
It does, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, people hate on COD, man, but I mean, it's a good game. At least they're trying out something different, even though it kind of borrows from Titanfall. But Titanfall borrowed from COD straight up. So
Yeah, you're not lying about that, man. So let me ask you this then. If you had to give it just one game, if you could pick just one game other than live to play for right now, what would it be?
all right, so my rotation is Shadow, Mordor, Live. Um, man, just one game, huh?
Yeah,
Other than Live,
I'm giving you one game, just one,
uh,
other than live.
you know, I really like Shadow of Mordor, man.
You said shot. Say that one more time. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh yeah, I said it has to be Shadow of Mordor because like I haven't
Yeah,
even beaten that game and like for real, man, I'll turn the game on and I would just like sneak around and kill Uruks or whatever you call them, man. Like I don't even do like the missions. I'm just running around, riding the Caragors and taking shots, like screenshots. Like there's a screenshot editor thing within the game. It's so cool, man. Like it's just like an open world. You can just do whatever you want to do. So
I'm really gonna have to check that game out because you're like the fifth person I've heard talking about that game like in the past couple of days. So I'm gonna check it out, man.
I
I
highly recommend it, man, because it flew under my radar. Like my friends told me about it, and I was just like, I like Lord of the Rings, but whatever. I didn't
yeah.
even watch any videos of it. And then when I saw the reviews come out, like this was the one time where like the reviews sold me on the game. And then like when he talked about the Nemesis system, how like your enemies grow stronger if you die in the game, your enemies will get stronger. So the next time you
Yeah.
face them, they'll be more difficult. That's really cool, and I think a lot of games are gonna borrow from that.
Yeah. Let me ask you something else. I watched a lot of your videos, and I came across a video of you singing for the two individuals in your family that passed away. And I'm sorry about your loss, by the way, but you're actually a good singer. Do you have any other talents outside of singing that you want to unleash on the world?
Yeah, man. Filipinos love to sing, dude. We always be doing karaoke parties, man. But you know what? We don't do karaoke parties as much as we used to. But yeah, I mean, I got a little bit of skills, man. But
Nah,
thanks,
you can
thanks.
sing, man. You can sing. I wouldn't even lie to you, man. I wouldn't even lie to you.
I appreciate it, man. I don't know. It must be a Filipino thing or something. But other talents, man. I don't know, dude. I mean, I used to play ball when I was younger. I never played organized basketball, but I mean, I was
Yeah.
pretty good at playing basketball, like street ball, when I was younger, man. During my younger, matter of fact, dude, I'm 36 now, and
Uh,
man, yesterday I was at my kids. My two boys are 12 and 10 years old. I was at their practice, and some of the older guys there, they needed a third guy. They wanted to do a little half court 3-on-3, and I ended up playing. I did all right, man. I was
yeah,
surprised.
you bought them up, man.
No, I wouldn't even like that. I was wearing my old Kobe's and they were all slippery and everything. Like, man, I wasn't even ready to play, but
I can
we were
see.
just having fun. So,
I can see like a sports center commercial of you like dunking on the little kids and stuff like ah.
Oh no, we weren't playing with the little kids, man. It was
Okay.
adults, It was,
Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool. All right, this was a little random, but like I said, I really just got finished watching some of your videos, man, and I came across one that said, "I'm done with Madden." Are you still truly done with Madden, or were you just raging at the moment?
It's funny, man. It's funny that you ask about that because at that moment I really was like raging, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like later on I was just like, man, maybe I shouldn't have made that video. I could have easily deleted it, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it there because you know why? Because it's true, dude. Like the game has enough flaws where it could actually take away from the fun of the game. So like that's the reason why I kept it in there. Like when you see a guy making a turn like that one guy did in that video
Yeah.
to intercept the ball.
Psychic safeties.
Right, like the dude made like a very unorthodox, not human like turn to intercept the ball.
He did
Yeah.
kind of defy the law of gravity and
whatever,
physics
right.
and whatever.
It's just not human, bro. I mean, like he did like a little exorcist turn there or something. Like his whole
Yeah, that
body
was a
just turned.
It was
But,
a little freaky. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah, dude. But you know what? Like after that, I did like play it a little bit, but I actually don't play it anymore, man. It's funny because like I was a pretty hardcore Madden guy back then. Like I was all about Madden. I was pretty good. Like I was one of those snobs, like, you know, all Madden snob. You gotta play on all Madden, blah blah blah. And then I actually won like some leagues. Like I joined the league on Madden 13 and won like the first 2 Super Bowls in our league. Went to like 3 others. Like I was pretty beast, man. But like now I'm just like super casual. Like I don't care about that game as much right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's the whole NBA Live thing. But I'm more into basketball now. Even like. You know what? To be honest with you, man, like I wouldn't even watch the NBA like back then if it wasn't like for my Wizards. If I didn't have a home team, because you know, there's so many superstar calls. Like it kind of takes away from the game. Like you call it, you know, ticky-tack calls on people, man. But like, but I actually watch more basketball now, and I play more NBA Live and 2K still. So
that's what's up, man. Look, we're about to get into these random questions. They rapid fire. Like I said, some of them are weird. I have a weird mind, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. None of them are, like I said, they're not disrespectful, but they are weird. I'm not going to lie to you. But like I said, they're rapid fire. I'm going to throw them at you. You just shoot me an answer, man. You ready?
I'll do my best, man.
All right. Number 1, who would win in a fight between Mario from the Mario Brothers and Sonic the Hedgehog?
Mario.
Really? You think so? I mean, well, okay, you know what? Mario looked like he's been in a few fights in his life. Okay, I can.
Yeah,
I can
all that spaghetti and noodles and he be eating, and
he just sit on them.
And he's a plumber, man. You know, he got them tools to, like, you know, Sonic might have the speed, but if Mario catches him, he's done.
Oh, it's over. Okay. All right, number 2. What's the best all-time flavor of ice cream? What's the best all-time ice cream flavor?
Cookies and cream.
Okay, I can respect that. Number 3. What's the worst game you've ever played?
NBA Live 07.
Yeah, NBA Live 07 was pretty bad. Okay. Number 4. Look, I know that you're married. I know you have a kid, but hopefully you can respect this question. Who would you rather go out on a date with? Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, Storm from the X-Men, or Chun-Li from Street Fighter?
I have to go with Lara Croft, man. I've been playing Tomb Raider lately too, so I gotta go with Lara.
Hey, tell your wife not to be mad at me for asking you that question. No disrespect.
She probably won't even hear it, so it's all good.
Gotcha. All right, and number 5, what is your biggest phobia?
Spiders.
Oh, you're scared of spiders, man. Look, you're like the second person that I've come across in the past couple of days that are scared of spiders, man. I can dig it, man. Okay, good. You know what? That was a nice, quick, rapid-fire question. So hopefully that'll give everybody a good chance to see another side of Izzy that they may not have seen before. But now that we got that out the way, let's quickly get down to business real quick, man. Now, you know, a couple of podcasts ago, I had on Prime, and we talked about live pre-release. Now we're about 3 weeks removed from the release, 2-3 weeks removed, and you know, now that you've had your time to play live and really get down to it, how pleased are you with the product?
I mean, overall, I'm really digging it because, you know, it's all about, you know, if you're having fun with the game, and you know, if I'm playing the game and I'm trying to grind out to, you know, the challenges and Ultimate Team, then it's a good game. So I'm pleased with it. If you want to hear me give it a score, initially right away, you know, the excitement in the honeymoon phase, I was giving it like an 8, which is what about I expected. Before the game came out, I was saying it would probably get either between a 7 or an 8, and that's pretty much what it's been getting. The highest I've seen it get is an 8, and the lowest was from, I think it was IGN or another website gave it a 5.5. But yeah, I'm still having a lot of fun with it, man. And I haven't even started Rising Star or Dynasty mode. Right now, just grinding out. I want to be like one of the first people to finish the challenges. And man, I'm only like, I'm 30-0 right now, and I played one game online, so on Ultimate Team. I mean, I play like just the computer. Computer is too easy, man. I mean, I don't know if you, I know Chaos follows me on Twitter, but I'll be posting pictures on there. I mean, I'm scoring like over 100 points on the computer, 5-minute quarters, man. So, yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Now, I have to admit that I haven't bought it yet, you know, but it's mainly because I spent a ton of money when I was on my honeymoon. I just got married a couple weeks ago.
Congratulations.
So, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
Welcome to the married club. You got kids too?
Nah, not yet. But I'm sure it's coming very, very soon. Very soon.
Might be 10 months from now.
Man, you're probably right. But okay, so what would you say to a person like me that hasn't played more than one game alive in almost 6-7 years, man? What would be your suggestion to a live newbie? Like, what would you say to a guy that really has no knowledge of live and wouldn't know what to expect coming into it.
All right. I mean, this is pretty much some of the stuff that I've been saying on Twitter because it frustrates me to see people that get easily frustrated by playing the game and without giving it its due time to, you know, to learn the game because it's different from 2K. So that's, I hate to use the comparison, but I mean, it's the only two basketball games out in the market right now. So you have to do the comparison. So that the first advice I would give to anyone that hasn't played NBA Live is to do not play it like 2K. Do not play it in 2K. Even someone made a comment in one of my YouTube videos. The guy said, finally, someone that played the game not like 2K.
I saw that comment actually. Yeah. And you know what? You're not the first person I've heard say that. Actually, I think Prime said that. I think Prime was saying like you're not supposed to play the games aren't meant to be played identically, you know?
Yeah, because 2K is really animation heavy, and even though there aren't as many canned animations in 2K15 versus 2K14 current gen, there's still some. And
No, you're absolutely right. The game is very animation dominated.
right, and with live, like I think like the reason why the animations aren't as good looking as 2K is because you have to find like a good medium. And I actually spoke with someone about this in another podcast interview that I did, and you got to find a good medium between having good animations but like with complete control of your player. And that's another thing about NBA Live is that it really does have excellent control. I mean, when you flick that right analog stick in any direction you do, you can't just spam it though, by the way. I mean, but if you do a certain move, like you want to do a between the leg dribble or behind the back or spin move, it will do it. And you can break out of that animation. So let's say I'm doing a crossover move and then I hit the pass button, it will pass it. You don't have to wait for an animation to finish out. It'll finish. It'll break out of that animation. So that's the thing I love about NBA Live, man.
And that's been one of my biggest complaints with 2K for years is that I love everything about. I love a lot. Everything is a stretch. I love a lot about the game, but I hate the fact that I always feel like when I'm trying to control the ball, when I'm trying to control the ball handler, like I'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, I feel like I've lost control already, you know, and I hate that feeling. And so I definitely understand, like I said, when I played 2K15 and I was, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm dribbling the ball and I'm kind of losing control a little bit, it made me say to myself, you know, it can't hurt to try Live 15 to see what they have to offer, because I think anybody would benefit from trying something new, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, if money's not an issue, that's what I always tell people. If money's not an issue, get both games. If you're a true fan of basketball and NBA, then you know, and money's not an issue, try both games, man.
I agree. Now, I want to ask you one more question before we go ahead and head on now. Now, I know you kind of already answered the part of the question I was going to ask you, but I want to give you another question to kind of attach to that. Now, realistically speaking, you know, what would you rate the game out of 10 right now? And I know you kind of briefly mentioned it, but what would you rate the game out of 10 right now? And then what would you rate it if it fixed some of the minor issues that they have right now in a patch? What do you think the ceiling is for this game, you know, with a perfect patch?
I mean, with another major patch, which I know they can do because they did it last year. I mean, right now, I lowered my score from, like I said, like when I first got it, I was giving it an 8. But after that, like I lowered it to a 7. And honestly, man, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to give it like a 6.5 at its current state because when you play Ultimate Team, the steals are way too easy, man. And because the way Ultimate Team is set up, the difficulty is set to Pro. It's so easy to beat the computer. And so, but you know, when you're playing pickup games, I play some of the pickup games against the computer or whatever, and you set it to your superstar, then the steals aren't as frequent. But like I said, for me right now at its current state, 6.5. If they can patch a few things, namely, add in manual bounce pass. I don't know why they took that away from last year's version. When you just double tap the A button or the pass button, it will do a bounce pass. And in last year's version, when you to do a lob pass. They took that away also. So they took away a couple of things from last year's version that just like I don't understand why. You can't control off the backboard shots anymore. Like you used to be able to last year. You can't do manual floaters anymore like you used to do last year. So if EA is listening to this, and I've told some of the developers that I talked to on Twitter, man, I've asked them like, please bring it back. Like I don't understand why that got taken away. But if they can do a major patch to add some of those things and maybe tweak the shooting a little bit, because a lot of people are complaining about the window of when you release the shoot button. It's too fast for some players. Fix that. And
how about the ability to edit? Why don't they have that in the game?
Yeah, I mean that's something that the thing I like about EA is that they were very upfront from the very beginning with in the many Sean O'Brien interviews. He said they're not gonna certain things that they said they weren't gonna have. He said that from the very beginning, so I can't even get mad at him.
I respect that.
Exactly, dude. Because like from the very beginning, he said, "Look, we were focusing on gameplay, onboarding, and graphics. Next year, we'll focus on features and other things that people like the editing and things like that." So I'm not sure. I doubt they'll be able to add that in. But as far as like those things that I mentioned already, man, hopefully if they can patch some of those things in, I mean, I think it could go all the way to like an 8. Maybe add some team up game like Adidas Live Run. I mean, if they add those, then yeah, the score could definitely go up for me. So
I guess I'm just being kind of optimistic because I don't know if you recall. I don't know if you ever play. I don't know if you play NCAA football when it was still alive. Rest in peace, NCAA. But back in the day, they had a patch that it came out kind of late. It came out like the game came out in July. And I think the patch came out in like September, but they made it so that you could actually like edit players within the dynasty mode. And I was like, I had no idea that they could just add that option in there, in a patch. So I was like, well, if they can do it with that, maybe they could, but I might be being a little bit too optimistic because still back then you were still able to edit on the game. You just weren't able to edit within the dynasty mode. So maybe it's a big difference from the way live is right now. So maybe I should just, look forward to it being in next year's game, but I think I still want to try it out, man. I definitely think I still want to try the game out, and I think I will buy it probably come Black Friday time, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. Like, I mean, EA's giving away, and they gave away a lot of copies, which is very commendable of them. I mean, they needed to do that to get the game into hands, people's hands, because a lot of those people probably weren't even gonna buy it. So you know what? They're probably like, just let them try it, and if they enjoy it, they'll give us free, word of mouth, and it's like cheap advertising, to be honest with you, And so I really think they should have actually lowered the price of the game though, but they may not have had control with that. I think it's a deal with the NBA, so they probably have to sell it at 60. But I think if they released it like kind of like how 2K5 NFL 2K5 came out for $20 back in 2004. I mean, if this game would have been $20 or $30 at the very minimum, they would sell a lot more, man.
Agreed, man. Agreed. Listen, Izzy, I really appreciate you coming up here. But more importantly, man, I wanna thank you for even just being active on the the Editor's Corner website and whatnot, man. That's really big for us. Really appreciate it. Like I said, you are welcome to come on anytime. I actually want to get you back on maybe either later in the month or in December, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, man. Just hit me up on Twitter or whatever, or on the on your website. Yeah, I'm down, man. As long as I have the free time, and you give me like Chaos did, you give me like a whole week to plan something out. I really appreciate you guys doing that, man.
Anytime, man. So before we go, did you want to go ahead and let the people know where they can find you at, how they can see you, how they can contact you, follow you, all that good stuff?
Yeah, I'm Twitter addicted, man. So I mean, if you guys want to hit me up on Twitter, it's at IzzySnowHD, and from there, if you want to, you can follow my Twitch channel. I'll still stream here and there, but for now I'm taking a break. But I do have a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel, but I'm not even gonna like put that out there right now. Just follow me on Twitter at IzzySnowHD, and then we can go from there.
Hey man, any shout outs before you get out of here?
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to the NBA live stream team and the whole TEC Nation.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Well, guys, there you have it, Mr. IzzySnow. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll be back with our next guest. Thanks again, Izzy. And yeah, we're actually going to do something new during our breaks, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to do is a new segment called the TEC Grill. With this new segment, we're going to take the opportunity to ask some of our Editor's Corner family, including myself, different random questions. Now, with that being said, let's get into our first question, which is, what is your favorite song?
Favorite song. Can I have some time to think about it?
Oh shit. Does it
Shit. What is my favorite song? Here come the ums and ahs.
Oh, you know what? Let's start over. My bad, because I was about to ask you a question. I forgot I'm not really conversing with you, so.
Some thinking music, please.
I don't even know. I would have to say Party Hard from Andrew WK. I mean, you must, like, you know the saying, there's just so many bands you listen to, it's like, how the hell do I pick one song? My favorite song,
Oh man, that's tough.
You know, I'm an old school guy. I don't really like a lot of the crap that's out right now.
could be, or it could be,
I gotta think on this.
Vocals either make or break a song to me. Like a lot of the bands that I listen to, people are like, I love this music, but I can't stand the way this guy is singing. I don't like his voice. It it takes away from it.
So I'm gonna have to say,
Favorite song? Shit.
Maniac from Tyga, or anything Taylor Swift. Say, like, Vanilla Ice just to be a dick, but...
Chopin Nocturne, number 2, Opus 9. It's probably his most famous work.
All I have is something. Yeah, I don't really know the words. The tune is catchy.
Favorite song? I like, Whistle. I don't know who it's from, but...
It'd be a song called Save Yourself by the Color Morale. Peace of Mind from Boston.
you know what? I really like that old song, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, They Keep Falling. So, I guess, I don't know. I'll go with Raindrops, I guess.
Is it I'll Be by Evan McCain? I like this song.
How can one have a favorite song? There's so many good songs out there.
Now I'm back in the building after a brief break, and I'm not even gonna waste any time introducing my next guest. My words are just all over the place today, man. I'm not gonna waste any time introducing my next guest, my man King Doom. Say what up to the people. Briefly tell them who you are and what it is that you do, my man.
Yeah, what's good with y'all? TEC podcast. I'm King DooMs. I do the YouTube thing. More on the 2K side. I also do gigs on the side, man. Looking for a different commentator or the original style, be sure to check your boy out, man.
Always. Now, the way we roll up ahead, man, we like to ask, I guess, a few questions to allow people to get to know you. But you know what I'm saying? We also do some random questions following that up. You say you cool with that, right?
I'm cool with that.
All right, so let's get it in, man. Now, number one, I gotta let you know, man, the streets is talking. My man Jersey Made, I don't know if you familiar with him, but my man Jersey Made said that you're a very underrated YouTuber, and he thinks that you're gonna be very big, man. You recently got to the 10,000 subscriber mark, am I correct?
Yes, I did.
Tell me about that grind to get there, man.
The grind was definitely tough because the way the 2K community is now, it's more about pack openings, diamond giveaways and stuff like that. I'm more of a gameplay enthusiast. Like, I like showing off my gameplay, showing my skills out to the community, letting people know my knowledge and my play style. That's really underrated now. A lot of commentators like myself, we get overlooked for that. that's how it used to be back in the day. Like, remember back in the day, you didn't have to commentate to show off your skills.
Nope.
At all. Like, they just watch the game, like, oh my God, you're cold at the game, and that's where the views came from. But now it done changed.
Yeah,
and
man.
I started late. I started with 2K13 and just showing off my gameplay and whatnot, putting together montages and stuff like that. And people started telling me to start commentating. I was like, oh, okay, y'all want to start commentating. So I just merged it in with the skills and whatnot, and it just came natural to me. Took me a little over 2 years to hit 10K, but finally got there.
Man, 2 years, that's pretty fucking quick, if you ask me, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
10,000, a lot of fucking folks, man. Now,
Yes,
let me ask you this. So what's your next goal as far as YouTube or as far as gaming in general goes, man? Like, what's your next goal? What is next for you? Far as what you want to reach?
What I want to reach? I want to reach out also to the Gears of War community. That's one of my favorite games as well. I've been trying to tell people in the 2K community, especially those that only have Xbox One, like, you're going to see a lot of Gears of War content coming from me. Like, it's no signs of it. It's probably going to be another 2-year release until it drops. But I want to reach out to the Gears community. I'm not really too familiar with some people over there. I watch some commentators over there, but they're not too fond of my work.
Why not? Why they hate him?
Gears, it was a bad time for Gears. This is because I was originally supposed to be a Gears of War channel. Like, I uploaded montages of Gears of War all the time and gameplays, but it went into Gears of War Judgment. Not sure if you played that. When I started, that was the worst Gears out of all of them, and it had horrible feedback, and not too many people wanted to be too fond of that. Like, what people say in the 2K community, they don't like supporting this, supporting Guy Next, stuff like that. Didn't nobody want to support Judgment at all. And I didn't want to be a part of that. I still uploaded. I still got gameplays up of it, but this 2K was popping at the time. Gears wasn't, so I took the 2K route to build my channel. But
I mean, they can't hate on that, man.
They can't. They can't. I still play Gears to this day on 360, man. I just love that game.
So as far as your subscriber goal, like what's next? I think you said you looking at 20,000 now, right? That's the next goal.
If my boy the Great Patriot, if he listening in, he gave me a goal, and I'm gonna go with it. He said 20K sometime next year. Not sure when, but I give it 20K.
I think you got the ball rolling now, so it should be a lot easier. You know what I mean? Like I think the grind for the next 10K should be a little easier this time around because you got the ball rolling. You know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying because I felt, man, I thought I was never gonna hit 10,000 when I first hit 1K. I'm like, okay. When you hit 1K, like you still don't get that gratitude, that respect of people knowing you. You still got to put in that work of people you getting out there, but it's a little bit easier now. Like you said, the ball is rolling.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think you need to do to reach that level? Like to reach that goal or get to the next level, what do you think you got to do?
I have to find a comfortable scheduling for myself. Recently, I just got a job at FedEx and graveyard shift. Congrats. I appreciate that. It's graveyard shift, so we talking 10 p.m. to 3 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, 5 days a week.
But that's that good money though.
That's that. Yes, it is. And I can't. That's priority right now. So I got to put YouTube aside. I'm still trying to figure out when it is to edit, to schedule my vids and stuff like that. But as soon as I come home, I'm super tired and I just go straight to sleep, man.
Yeah, and everything else just kind of got to take a back seat, right?
Yeah, like I used to tell people come to me advice like, how did you get to 10K? How did you get to this, get to that? You got to stay consistent. If you upload one video and people like it, that's a good thing. But when they like your videos, they expect more of it. A little bit better next time.
They'll forget about you quick.
Yes,
if
they
you
will.
don't upload.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. We had Shakedown on about a month ago. Now I know you said on one of your videos that was one of the guys you look up to as far as YouTube goes or whatnot. What's some of the other guys you look up to and/or respect? You know.
Other two guys that I look up to that's up there in subs or just anybody in general?
Just it doesn't even matter. Anybody in general, man. It's your time.
Definitely K-Spade. Me and him hit it off just by crew mode because we both pretty much got the same views when it comes to crew mode. That's a very underrated or overlooked mode because 2K ain't showing no love to the crew fans on that at all. So me and him definitely hit it off with that. Same with D-Man, UNT 2014. Big crew man himself. wants a more simulated game, just like myself. When it comes to gameplay.
Okay.
Definitely them
Now,
two. Yeah.
Anybody else? Or that it major? I mean, that's basically it.
Them two, and I can't forget my boy Privacy. That boy definitely a very smart man. If you know who he is, UTS The Prophecy, just a very smart man. Just whenever he talk, you gotta listen.
I respect that, no doubt. Now, check this out, man. I'm about to show you how far back in your archive I went. I just got finished watching you play Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh man!
but hold on, but wait. I legit got excited because I don't meet many other slash fighting game fans like me. But we're going to get to that later. We're going to get to that later, though. But the question is, what other games do you really enjoy other than 2K right now? And obviously, you just mentioned Gears. So let's just say other than 2K and other than Gears.
I enjoy Madden. I just got done playing Ultimate Team last night. I still enjoy that, putting together my Ultimate Team and stuff like that. And as far as fighting games, I enjoy all the fighting games, man. Just like you said, Street Fighter, Tekken.
Don't give them too much because I got a question in the random segment that's gonna bring all that back up. Don't give them too much. Okay. Don't give them too much yet.
Well, my last game would have to be Tekken. I grew up playing Tekken. Like it was Super Mario and Tekken growing up.
Amen. All right, you ready to get into some of these random questions real quick, man?
Yes, sir.
All right. Best flavor of Kool-Aid.
Strawberry lemonade.
Hell yeah. You already getting points right now, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right. If you had to pick between the two, what would you rather have as a gift? A brand new pair of shoes or a brand new video game?
I would say video game. They last longer.
Okay, I can dig that. I agree with you actually. Number 3. Would you still date I don't know if you're in a relationship or married or anything, man.
I know, I'm single. I'm single.
Okay. So this question is perfect for you. Would you still fuck with a chick if she farted in front of you on the first date?
If she told me that she was about to fart, yeah, because she kept it real with me.
I respect that answer. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna give you a topic. I'm gonna give you and you give me 1 or 3 answers. You can either say I love it, hate it, or no opinion.
Okay.
Netflix.
Love it.
The Walking Dead television show.
Love it.
Broccoli.
Love it.
NBA Live.
Like it.
Skinny jeans.
Hate it.
That's all I got for you right there. Okay. Now the last random question. I need you to rate these fighting games in order from worst to best.
Right.
From worst to best. Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Injustice, Tekken Tag 2, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
You said Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or 3?
3. The most recent one, Ultimate, UMVC 3.
Okay, that's the worst.
Oh, see, man, I knew you was going to say that. Why everybody hate on UMVC?
Like, it's just how good 2 was. And
yeah, I dig it.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was so great, and then 3 was just downgraded to me. Like it was too easy for the aerial combos and stuff like that. You having to guess to counter. Nah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of one-touch kills in that too, so I can understand like how you could feel that way about it. Okay, I dig that. Okay, so that's number 4. The other 3 are Injustice, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and Tekken Tag 2.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken would be my 3rd. Not saying it's the 3rd worst. It's just out of that group. Then Injustice, and then Tekken Tag 2.
Okay, yeah, I figured you put Tekken Tag up there, man, because I know you said that's your shit, man. Who's your squad? I gotta ask you, who are your 2 that you play with on Tekken Tag?
Martial Law. I got a whole bunch of combos, man. But my favorite is both the laws. Martial and Forest Law.
Martial and Forest.
Father son.
I dig it. I play Howard Rang and Safina, man. It's an odd team, but I make it work though. Man.
Yeah, I love seeing them odd teams though. Like, they really work well together and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. You know, in the future we gonna have to link up. We gonna have to do some fighting game shit.
Just let me know, man. That's why I got both consoles. When people challenge me and I got the games, just let me know.
Hey, that's what it is, man. So look, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's get down to business, man. Because we're a little crushed for time, but we still got we got enough time that we can talk about this topic, man. Now, I know 2K is one of your big things, man.
Yes, it is.
So I wanted to end the show talking about that. Now, I've said before, but a lot of different people have different opinions on 2K right now, I feel. Now, I think a lot of that is because the game is technically, I mean, let's be real, it's really two different games, online and offline. It's basically two different games. Now, do you play both or do you play exclusively online?
When I first get the game, I play offline to see how good it is, because 2K is amazing offline, like gameplay wise, not too many glitches that you spot. But more or less, I play online. Like that's where I'm at all the time. Okay. You see in my videos.
Yeah, definitely. Now let me ask you then, what do you rate the game? Since you play mostly online, what do you rate the game from an online standpoint? If you just eliminate offline completely, what do you rate the game just online?
1 through 10, I would rate the game still. I say that it's still average to me. Like,
so we in the 5 area.
Yeah, we in the 5 point. Yeah, that's where we at with it, because 2K they take 2 steps forward but 3 steps back. They're always behind in what they can achieve. But I understand why they do it, because you have to keep the franchise relevant. For a title that comes out once a year, you have to hold some things back. So I can understand that, but it does piss off the community. That's why we always get on them on Twitter. They know that.
Yeah.
Which is like, go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead. I
was about to say, crew mode 2K11 took them 4 years to bring it back to make it relevant again. Although it's not on the next gen consoles, they kept it on 360, but they can bring it back. They can easily transfer that into next gen consoles, and it'll be something special.
So it's all marketing strategies.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 2K the COD of sports.
Yeah,
well, no.
You're right.
I take that back. EA done did it. EA did it.
Yeah. I would say,
definitely 2K.
Let me ask you this: do you think that? And this is kind of going off the script, because, like I said, I had a few questions for you, but listening to you talk kind of made me think of some other things. Do you feel like sports games, and more particularly 2K, could live off of, and I know they probably can't do it realistically because of the contract that they have set up with the NBA, but do you think that they can live off of just releasing a game every 2 years and just actually giving us a roster update in that off year?
Yeah.
Do you think that would be a good idea?
I never thought of that.
I mean, obviously not financially. Obviously, financially, they probably would never do it, because they get, people like me that's going to stand in line at midnight like a dummy, even if the game, is getting bad reviews, because I just need my basketball fixed.
Yeah.
So obviously, financially, it's probably not going to be a good idea. But from a gameplay standpoint, do you think that would be a good idea?
It would be a good idea, because they can actually update the game, give us DLC, and they'll live off of microtransactions. They get so much money from VC. It's crazy. Like you can just look at the YouTubers that do pack openings. Like it's YouTubers that do like 200K pack openings every Thursday for the Onyx pack, just to get throwback cards. And that's $50 that they spend in every week until the next 2K just to get these Onyx cards. So think about how much money they're just coming from one person.
Yeah, and they're banking off of that, man. And if they like you said, they can live off of that while they're still working on that second year, the next cycle of getting that game out, man. I personally feel like I'm scared to suggest it. Not that they would listen to me anyway, but I'm scared to suggest it, because I feel like I would be that guy that would suggest it, and then come next year, I'd be the same one crying and bitching that a new 2K isn't coming out. You know what I'm saying? But realistically thinking, like, I'm like, man, it would be a good idea, because I feel like there's so many mistakes in the game. Like, I don't play online, but I, somebody that doesn't play online, heard all of the rumblings from people like you that do play online about so many of the issues that the game had. If they had another year to work on that, I feel like that wouldn't even be a problem. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
that'd be a great idea. Something similar to what COD does. Just have 3 different companies working on a title, and people differentiate from all the companies in the games. Like people still say Treyarch has the best weapons in their series. Modern Warfare 2 has the better. Infinity Ward has the better hit detection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, man. Like I said, it's definitely something to think about. But you know, the motherfuckers probably ain't never gonna listen to us, man. But let me ask you another question, man. Being that I'm not a guy that plays online other than fighting games, though. What do you think 2K or developers in general need to do to improve the online experience for people? Because it's not just 2K, man. It seems like every time I get a new game or a new game comes out, I see people online complaining, and rightfully so, about their online experience. Like, how long do you think it's going to be before we can finally start eliminating some of these issues? Because it's not just like minor things. It seems like, I mean, these are big problems. You know what I'm saying?
Legacy issues.
Yeah. So it's like, how long do you think it's going to take before they can actually nip that shit in the bud and we can actually start having I almost feel like when you get a brand new, especially a sports game, I feel like when you get a brand new sports game, you should expect to not even be able to enjoy it out the box until you get a patch. And that's sad. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, it could be a server thing with 2K. I'm not sure if it is. Cause I'm trying not to bring Gears into it, but Gears
go ahead, man. You can if you want.
Like day one with Gears 3 was so perfect. I didn't lag out at all. It was no lag. They have dedicated servers and it was just perfect. That's really the main thing with 2K is that the servers, man, it's like you can't trust them. I remember last year in 2K14 during Christmas, my players was getting deleted and stuff like that. And that was making so many people mad. And you knew you was getting your my player back from 2K support, but it was such a long way getting your VC back and stuff like that.
See, and that's an issue, man.
It is, and that's the main issue, but it's some other things that's growing now, like 2K with these loading screens. They got to go. Got next and the wreck and my park has to go. Nobody wants to sit around and wait and play a video game. YouTubers, you don't see too many of them besides Shakedown really taking a stand for it.
Yeah,
because you can get videos done. I can knock out 2 videos while standing on got next.
Yeah.
But it's still an issue. It's not just about YouTubers getting their videos done in time.
Yeah, I feel you. You know, I almost feel like the gaming industry in general is moving towards being almost completely online dominant. Do you feel like the gaming industry is moving towards that? And if they are, would you be okay with that?
I would be okay with that because that's
what you do.
That's where your homeboys at. That's where you're having fun at. I mean, it depends on what you like. Like I know some of you Sim guys, y'all love like the My League. I know that's perfect for y'all.
Yeah, that's
having all that control.
Yeah.
And I've been watching some series on YouTube, looking at streams on Twitch. It's very entertaining how y'all got that set up, and it's dope to me.
But it's like you said, everybody got their different thing, you know. But
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like they would alienate people like me if they were to do that. But I can't even knock an industry or I can't knock a company for doing that when, like you said, you got people paying $50 a week for shit. They're paying $10 less weekly than what they pay for the entire game. Of course, a company's gonna want to make that kind of money if people are willing to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So It would be like I would be upset, but I will understand it because at the end of the day, what do they say, man? It's all about the almighty dollar. When it comes to business, man. So
so either money wise, it's gonna dominate regardless. Like COD season pass, you don't see no extra campaign DLC for that.
Man, remember back in the day, man. Remember about 15 years ago, man, where if you bought a Call of Duty or something like that, man, you just put that shit in your system and played it. You won't get online and do none of that, man. And it's crazy, like how far we've come, man. Like it really is crazy how far we've come. But them be the breaks, man. And people like me, I guess I just better get in line. I guess I better just learn to love it or get lost.
Yeah, like the funniest games to me offline was all EA Sports big titles, man. NFL Street, NBA Street.
Love them shits, man. Like,
it was arcade as hell, but
man,
hey,
I went as
all
far,
about fun.
I went as far as playing FIFA Street, man. FIFA Street, NFL Street. I played all the streets, man. Like I just love them shits, man. I mean, they were, like you said, they weren't sim, but they were fun. You know what I'm saying? They were fun, man. But I wish they would bring those back, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with EA. Probably couldn't have a way of making money like they do with Madden and Ultimate Team and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I understand that these other big games are their priorities, but It is what it is. Look, Dooms, man, I super appreciate you taking the time to come out, come holler at us, sit down, answer some questions, man. Now, like I said, I feel it. Like I said, my homeboy Jersey Man told me, he said, man, look, that dude gonna be big. So just promise me that when you get all big and everything, man, you ain't gonna forget about the little people like us. You know what I'm saying?
I never do that, man. I tell people all the time, I'm the same dude that has 0 subscribers, man.
All day, man. So can we get you back on in the future, maybe?
Hey, just hit me up, man. My bad that this took so long. It's just life, man.
Hey, it's both of our problems, man. Like I said, I was gone for a week, man, and a couple weeks actually. So like I said, life happens. Life happens, man. And you ain't never gotta apologize for that. So before we get on out of here, if you can give the people, number one, if they want to contact you, see you, find you, let them know where they can do that at. And also, man, you definitely gotta give them shout outs before you get out of here, man.
If you want to reach out to your boy, ask me any other questions, man, hit me up on my Twitter, KiiNGxDooMS with 2 eyes. That's where I be at all the time. Like, notifications pop up instantly, man. You hit me up.
No doubt.
Well, it's my YouTube channel, like we said in the beginning. And shout out to my CKZ boys out here. That's what we doing, Xbox, this 2K thing. We actually in the rec right now. I'm multitasking.
Yo, shout out to whoever that was that had that funny-ass freestyle about candy a while back.
You talking about Shot-Town? You talking about Jawbreaker?
yeah. Shout out to him, because I was in the crib dying when I heard that shit, man. I told you, I went all the way back in your archives, dog. I mean, I was looking at all them shits. I was in the crib crying.
Yeah, I might have to re-upload that one or something, man, because
please.
I might have to do it because Shot-Town to understand how funny that was to the people that did see it. I'm thinking about submitting it to World Star.
Dude, I saw that shit accidentally, and I was like, man, this dude did not just make a freestyle of what he said about candy. He said, where Sandy is?
Yes.
What the fuck?
It's like that every day in our party, man. It's like that every day, man. You get the chance, peep the funny moments, man. That's how it is every day.
Shout out to that guy, for real, man. Please tell him I said so. My bad. I didn't even mean to cut you off. I had to say it while I still had it in my brain, though, man.
I know you good. I'll tell him to peep this podcast. He be listening in.
No doubt, man. Any more podcasts before we get on out of here, man?
Shout out to all my Goon Squad boys. You got Privacy, Diz, J Hood, Shade Down, D-Man, Styles. We out here, man. Easy, all the ETX boys that I talked to. What's good with y'all, man?
All right, man. I'm gonna end it with a few shout outs, man. Let me give a big ass shout out to Chaos for setting this up with everybody, getting in contact with Dooms, getting in contact with IzzySnow. Shout out to everybody at the TEC, the whole TEC squad, man. We love y'all, man. And also shout out to you, Dooms. Shout out to Snow. Shout out to my wife, who's waiting on me to bring her shit to her job. And yeah, man. That's about it for me, man. So with that being said, we are going to sign off for the day. Appreciate everybody that's listening, man. Once again, if you get time, please check out IzzySnow. Please check out Dooms, man. I promise y'all, I just spent all my Saturday watching their videos. Y'all will not be disappointed, man. Check them out. And with that being said, peace.
Peace.